YouTube/podcast/whatever land. Welcome to episode number 11, double one, if you will.
Uno.
No, don't.
That's right.
Yeah, but don't. No, it's once, but
Once.
Yeah.
Doce.
Don't come on.
Trece.
No, we're gonna be canceled. But thank you so much, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Ketchup from the Couch. Mm-hmm. We did one last week, and I thought we'd give it another try. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a fan of the couch. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to do one on the couch that I can really remember, though.
What do you mean?
Well, for those who don't know, this would have been yesterday at the time of recording, but episode 10. It was I'm type 1 diabetic, and my sugar had gotten low, and it made me a little bit loopy.
A little bit?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
You look
I don't
very
really remember
confused.
how loopy I was.
Very confused.
It was bad enough where my wife watched it and texted me, and she was just like, "Did you not like the couches? Because you looked like you was kind of out of it."
This is how loopy you were.
There was one. That's exactly. You did that to me one time, and I said, I need to quit talking about the teardrop. I think I'm making him mad.
No. So anyway, I guess I'd gotten up and went to church. Didn't really eat anything. Got out of church. Hot on the bike. Came over here. Still didn't really eat anything. Brian had went and gotten some Kobe for him and his brother. And I guess he didn't know that I was going to be over for the podcast that day. Didn't text me. Just stop. My story. He didn't text me or nothing. You know, he just went and got some wonderful Japanese food for him and his brother, and then said, Chris is diabetic. I don't care if he eats.
He did offer you something to drink, though.
He did offer me a bottle of water, and I'm pretty sure they're your waters.
Red Bull.
Yeah. So anyway, my blood sugar started getting low, and there's kind of two different ways that it happens. The most common way that I've experienced is like I just get kind of shaky and sweaty, and I just don't really feel good. Mm-hmm. I just kind of feel out of it, and like I know when that happens, my blood sugar's low. I need to eat something, drink something with sugar in it, whatever. And in this other time, Brian, that's the second time you've seen it.
It is.
It's since I've been clean, it's probably only happened 3 or 4 times, and it's something where I just kind of feel loopy. Mm-hmm. Like none of the physical symptoms happen. I just kind of feel loopy, and I don't really know it until I'm starting to come out of it. And so like yesterday after recording, and even like now, I remember like bits and pieces of recording yesterday. But yesterday, this is how dumb I am. So yesterday we get done, I hop on the bike. And I think at that point in time, I was just like, well, Brian doesn't care about my health, so I need to go get me something to eat, So I take off and I'm going home, and I'm going down the highway, at reasonable speeds, because
high rates, I'm sure.
No, I mean reasonable.
Yeah.
Because I always go.
It was within reason.
Speeds.
Yeah.
Triple digits.
There you go.
Whatever, maybe, possibly. But anyways, and I'm like halfway back home, and I kind of like realize like I don't think my sugar's not right. I need to slow down a little bit. I don't exactly feel right. So you know what I did after that? So I slow down some, and I get home, and I'm just like, yep, my sugar's definitely low. And I eat like 2 packs of crackers. Then at 4:00 in the afternoon, I'm just like, you know what? You know what I should really do?
What's a good idea?
My sugar was just low. I haven't eaten anything except for like 2 packs of crackers. It's 107 degree heat index. I think I'm gonna go play 18 holes of golf.
That was not shocking, I guess, though, when you really put things in perspective.
Oh my gosh! So I did. I didn't play 18. I could only handle 9. I went out there and played 9 holes of golf. But yeah. It was a hell of a day.
That was a day for you.
It was definitely a day.
Yeah.
So I apologize to y'all too and the viewers. For any of out of sorts I may have been during episode 10. And like I said, I've had at least 1 or 2 people ask me if I told me that I looked off. They didn't really say like my sugar was off or anything, but it was just like I said, Shelly was just like, you looked like you didn't like the couches, like you just weren't there, you weren't feeling it.
And it was your idea.
And I was just like, well, the couches were actually mine. Yeah. I thought it would be kind of just something to switch things up, put a little bit of America in the background, if you will.
As soon as you left yesterday, Jerry looked at me and said, "You think I made him mad about the joke about the teardrops?" No, man, you didn't make him mad. I guarantee you didn't make him mad, but he was.
That would have been a good joke.
He was definitely off.
Oh my God, we could have carried it over into the
And
day.
Yeah.
I could have like pulled back up the day and been like, "What's up, Brian?" Eric.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm glad y'all didn't do that. That would have hurt my feet. I'd have felt bad. 'Cause I did. He left, and I said, or when you left, I said, "Hey," I said, "Do you think you got upset with me about the? Did I go too far with the teardrop? Was it too much about the tattoo?" And he goes, "No." I said, "I know he's thick-skinned because you and him hang out together all the time."
That's what you said.
I said, "But something didn't seem right." I said, Find out for me."
Listen, oh my God, yeah. No, I mean, you know how much. Listen, you see some of these tattoos I have. Not only teardrops, but some of these are horrendous.
I looked at. Will you show me? I guess it was it yesterday or the day before? Or recently, you were showing all the tattoos. If it was yesterday,
yeah, it was definitely yesterday. You know, some of them are pretty terrible. Some of them are all right.
I thought they were. I didn't think it was that bad.
I've kind of gotten past any kind of like embarrassment or anything. It's not. I will say, and it's not. Tattoos are not as taboo as they once were.
That's
you
true,
know, if
yeah.
you had any kind of visible tattoos, you know, even 20 years ago, you were definitely kind of like, it's hard to get jobs and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that, you know, banks aren't exactly trying to hire me for be their CEO right now.
Right. I get it.
You know, so I think it does kind of hinder your employment to a degree, but not as much as you think. I mean, obviously, I've done all right in the field. Of course, I guess I work in a field full of drug addicts, but you know, and they're just like, "Oh man, look, cool tattoo. Need a job?"
Subject of discussion.
Will you be my counselor?
Oh yeah, they think like, "Oh man, that dude's cool. He's got tattoos," and they sit down in my office, and I'm just like, "You're gonna learn today, Bucko."
And then they find out.
Yeah, and then they're just like, "Yeah, man, it's pretty cool." I'm like, "You're terrible."
Every now and again, he'll let me be the bad cop, but it has to be like
It's
a
so
special
natural for
occasion.
me, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be something where like somebody like pissed Brian off, and then like I'll try to play the good cop and he can be the bad cop. But the bad cop routine just it's just so natural. It's just so natural.
I saw a TV show one time, man, on Paramount Plus. The one with Jeremy Renner, the mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of
Kingstown, and they were it was these two cops, and they were going at this guy, and they had one of them had him up against the wall, and the guy said, "Oh, let me guess, good cop, bad cop," and he said, "Ain't no good cops today."
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, they got him with the bad cop,
Bad cop, man. You got to double up if you will. You know
dude.
what I'm saying?
Great show,
Double your
man.
freshness, double your fun.
Double mint gum.
Hey.
Surprised you remember that.
I don't remember it. I just have a lot of good pop culture references from before my time.
Pop culture.
Like the Sanford and Son thing. You know, I
That's right.
have definitely seen it.
That was
I don't
well before your
remember it
time.
because
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
before my time, but I'm familiar with it. Speaking of stuff, I think on that same episode we talked about Diamond Rio. Was it that episode?
Yeah, well, that was the, did y'all pay for them seats?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
think Sanford or
mentioned
somebody
that.
been like episode 3 or 4 or something
It's
like
been
that.
a while.
But so my dad finally caught up to that one and texted me or whatever, and he was just like, wasn't really offended. Wouldn't be offended if you didn't know who Diamond Rio is. They suck. And he was just like, he's like, and I guess I could see how somebody could confuse the radiator with a radio on a motorcycle. He's like, you wouldn't. I've never been that stupid, but it's possible. And I'm just like, hey, get him, Dad.
Hey, 2 strikes.
Listen, Dad coming for you, I'm telling you.
That was good.
Dad said Diamond Rio sucks, and you're
Hey,
stupid.
Dad, he's just like, I wouldn't have been offended if you didn't know it. Diamond Rio sucks.
They had some hits, though.
They did have some good songs.
Sure.
They had some hits.
Back
but
in the
just
day.
do not stand up at their concerts. If they ever come back on, we're back tour.
How old are those guys? I'm probably.
60s,
Probably
50s.
Well, I don't know though.
No, they'd be in the 60s, I'm sure.
50s or 60s, probably.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Speaking of pop culture, though, what was one of the things, like, when you were a teenager growing up that was the fad at the time, clothing-wise? Or something that you wore, or how you wore something, a particular way that you wore stuff. I remember one of ours was rolling up the sleeves like
Really?
that twice. Yeah, what?
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, dude.
How? First off, listen. I'm not going
You
to
have to
date.
do it
I'm not going to
twice.
date y'all for everybody. But
88.
what's the?
It was
Everybody
an
knows.
88, bro.
Everybody knows my date.
No, that was our date for
What's the difference? What's the difference between the two of y'all?
2 years.
So just 2 years.
2 years.
You're the
5
same
months.
generation. Y'all are the
5
same
months.
generation.
Yeah, but I don't remember that. I don't remember
You
that.
don't remember rolling up the
Yeah,
sleeves?
rolled up the sleeves.
That
man.
may have actually made a comeback not too
I
long
remember
ago either.
members only, jean jackets, parachute pants,
You know what we used to do with our hats?
I used to have a members only
acid
jacket.
wash jeans.
Now I'm
I
assuming
used to wear hats like this.
real
right
low like
here.
that.
Real low.
I still
Was it
try
my
to.
generation that pulled out that we stopped bending the bills?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
So I'll take that one.
Yeah.
What a great
can't-
stride for
I
a
can't
fashion.
do that.
Can't do it, bro.
He can. Your brother
can't-
cannot
I
do
can't
it.
do it either.
I think he gave me a hat
I
one
did.
time because he could. He's like, man, it's supposed to be a flat bill, and he's like, I cannot. It's
Yeah.
not comfortable. I can't think I look right in it. So I got a free hat out of it.
It even came from State Farm Arena.
Yeah, yeah,
We bought it when we went to see the Milwaukee Bucks
Yeah.
play.
Really?
yeah.
I wanted a hat and I wanted to buy. I'm weird about that. I like to buy
Yeah.
merchandise from like the arena or the ball.
It's part of the
field.
experience.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah,
definitely is because you can always say or like that hat over there, that Hawks hat over there that I can see. You guys can't see, but I can remember buying that one on the way to a game at Lids.
I remember that stop as well. I remember that stop as well.
I
Do
wasn't
you like
there.
the Hawks?
I'm not much of a basketball person.
I was going to say I'll sit out a game if he can name one player. Especially since we can't see the jerseys from right here.
I don't.
Dominique Wilkins.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah,
Not for some time now.
I know.
You didn't specify.
That's
You did.
very true.
Bud,
did not
That's
specify.
very
Spud
true.
Webb,
That's two.
Tree Rollins.
That's three.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, you going back.
Oh my
That's when I used to watch it
That's
when I was a
80s.
kid.
Yeah.
Hey, when do you think I have time to watch it?
Who is the
That's true. He's working all the
who's
time.
the one
Yeah,
that does
doesn't
the commentary now on Valley?
That would be. I assume.
You've already You've already named him.
Yeah.
You've already named him.
Must be Tree.
No.
Dominique.
There you go. There you go.
We
Yeah,
almost met Dominique.
We was so close.
Yeah, we
was
almost met him,
right there
bro.
where they're recording like the pregame or whatever. We were in the camera shot while they were recording it. But
No, that was with
Daryl Strawberry.
no, that was with that wasn't Dominique. We almost met Dominique when we went.
Oh, when we went to the
When-
meet and
yeah,
greet.
when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
went
yeah.
to meet
Okay,
and
you're talking
greet.
about that one. That one.
Yeah,
I remember something about Daryl Strawberry. Didn't I?
cocaine.
No, I'm not talking about that. He was at one of the games that you were at, and I
Yeah.
told you where he was sitting at.
Have you ever been to a game with your brother?
No,
Not
that
with
was
him.
that was Dave Justice.
Dave Justice, that's who it was.
You were there. With
Yeah,
me, right?
you
Weren't
gotta
at that
remember-
game?
I
Yeah,
did.
but-
I did go to a game.
I don't think we may not have ever been close enough to where like somebody like that would sit. We've been very close. We've got blessed and been able to get some pretty good seats, but we've never been like David Justice seats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're
He
not.
was, he was there with his daughter.
That's right.
Yeah,
it
I'm sure
was.
that. I'm
That's
sure he
what it
goes courtside when he goes.
He was.
You know what I
He
mean?
was real close.
We sat.
sure
we
he
did.
was.
We did sit across Christmas Eve. We sat across from. I don't want to mess it up.
Boosie.
Was Boosie there?
I want to think he was.
Because 2 changes at almost every
2
game.
Chainz. We've seen 2 Chainz.
He's-
a bunch.
he's almost at
We've
almost
seen,
every home game.
We've
2 Chainz
seen
loves him.
Quavo a bunch.
Yeah, Quavo's.
Cuervo? Cuervo Gold,
I mean, Quavo's
Silver.
wearing a bunch of gold. Yeah.
silver.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown
Yeah.
was there. Actually, she got rated. That was her first
That was
game,
her
wasn't
very
it?
first NBA
Very
game,
first
yeah.
NBA game. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
That's the girl from
Stranger Things.
Derek.
11,
And
if
that's
you will.
and that's a show on Netflix.
Yeah. Do you know how to turn on your Netflix?
Next
All right.
question.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the original question. That was a tangent for the ages
I love
right
it.
there.
I love
So I guess probably when I was in middle high school is when some of your more preppy stuff made the journey from like West Coast over here, like Abercrombie, Hollister, American Eagle, stuff like that. So I definitely had a phase of like the kind of preppy look. I've never really had long hair. I think there was a point in time where I got a little bit of curl up under my hat, though. You know,
I'm sure.
just a little bit. I will
Did
say
you
my
have one of them right there?
No, it was never quite that bad. You know what I mean? It was never quite that bad. My generation is responsible for Jinko jeans, though.
Thanks.
And I definitely had a pair of Jinko jeans.
I don't even know what that
at one
is.
point in time.
You ain't missing nothing, dude.
So you don't remember? You, as old as you would have been, you'd have been just like, what are these punk rollerblade skateboard kids out here with these jeans that are so wide I can park a car in them? You know what I'm saying?
Bell bottoms?
Kind of.
Something like.
But
the whole
they were like
get-up
jeans.
were big.
And yeah, they were very
Not just the
baggy
bottom.
pants or pockets that went from like the belt to the back of the knee. They were very wide. You know, you could fit. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of pockets, there was a sheriff in a
Jinko jeans.
county bordering Lawrence County, and he just had his rear end was like high up on his back, like it was, the way he walked, whatever.
Man, I wish we could get you to stand up and show me.
He can't.
I can't get up, bro.
I want to see like the reenactment of the
divot where he's sitting at. He can't get up.
I have to fluff these pillows. Get up out of here.
He rolled up. You didn't see it because you were your sugar thing yesterday, but he had to roll over to get
Because I kept going, Chris. You were just.
I wasn't listening, so I was out.
I stepped over everything.
Do you remember how I sent you on a bunch of wild goose chases yesterday? And I was like, Chris, I'm already sitting there. Can you give me my phone?
Do you remember that?
My phone was like right there, dude.
And you walked all the way around everything.
I could have literally like.
I do kind of vaguely remember the
waddled
phone thing.
There were two things you asked him to do.
He went up like get something else. Like you went. Did you go upstairs or? I can't remember.
I know I put a dip in at the start. I can't believe y'all let me do that.
Well,
Sounds
that's
like a
what
good
you.
idea.
My mom was just like, please don't do that again.
You didn't have it in there very long.
So
No.
So the sheriff.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna get you back there.
I made a joke about it one time.
Out with it, Brian. He's gonna need like an asthma inhaler by the end of this story.
I'm leaning over.
You know what I'm saying? He's already leaning over you need to put your hands on your head to open up your airways. You know what I'm
Cutting off my airflow. This dude had arrested me, so he wasn't like my favorite sheriff.
So you was ready to make fun of him anyway.
He not only arrested me, he was very ugly to me.
Well, he's got his back way up high up. He probably was a little ugly.
Way up, man.
You know what I mean?
So I told my
How
friends
you reckon he
one
goes to the
time,
bathroom?
I don't know, but you want to know how he pays for something at the store? Let me get my wallet. Let me get my wallet. Yeah,
Hey, what's wrong with your brother, dude?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
But he's been like this forever.
Is this dude still a cop? Am I finna get arrested?
No, GBI done took him out of office.
Okay, goodness. I might say, I'm gonna get pulled over next episode.
I know.
This thing's gonna air, and I'm never gonna be able to drive on the roads
Trying
again.
to breathe. Hold on. We were I told y'all we went to the aquarium, and we were in Atlanta. We went to Hard Rock Cafe to eat. Oh Lord. Lacey asked me how my lunch was. I was having a burger, and she said, "How is your burger?" Dry. It's dry. It was dry.
I can't tell if my sugar's getting low or if that was just stupid. I feel like I'm staring like I was yesterday. Like, I feel fine, and I've definitely eaten today. That might have just been a stupid story.
Was that on something?
Yeah, I stole that
I
one.
was going to say, it was on
What was that on?
That was on, since it's such a stupid joke, it made it to Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, but who did it?
Um,
You can't say Def Comedy Jam like that's one show.
It was on the Def Comedy Jam. That was one show.
I've seen
Martin
some.
used to host it.
I know, but I'm saying, but
Bernie Mac. Wasn't
comedian?
they on there?
yeah, you know
No,
what I'm saying.
it wasn't.
Steve Harvey.
No, it wasn't any of them.
Not Steve Garvey.
It wasn't any of them.
Steve Garvey, is that a real person or are you just making stuff up?
He said Steve Harvey talking about.
Well, I didn't. I know the timing was good. That was just a terrible joke as well.
I can't remember who it was.
Well, Def Comedy Jam, wasn't that like stand-ups?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that could have been any number of people.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah, but
That's
it
what I
was
was saying. I didn't know
on
if you remembered the comedian.
Y'all are splitting
I
hairs
can
right
find
now. I
him.
think y'all are both right.
I could find them.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, thanks, Derek.
Well, what would you like to input there, Derek?
You got your foot on my mic cord. I need a little more.
Always the.
What else can I do for you, Derek?
Is your sugar all right?
Are we finna find out?
He's responding.
Tell
so I
me
would say
a
yes.
story now.
Do you remember me telling you yesterday not to stand up? Because you look like you're fixing to come at me or something. I said, don't stand up now. You need to go back and watch the episode.
No, I haven't
Still
watched
remember it.
I don't really watch. I watch like I was telling. Like sometimes I'll listen to them. Like I'll put it on YouTube and I'll put it off to the silent list. But I don't really go back and watch them too much. I don't know why. Because the few that I have listened to, I'll laugh at, and sometimes I'll be like, "Oh my god, I forgot that was funny."
I got a serious question.
I was in the middle of a story. But I definitely like put it on my phone and all my different accounts just to make sure that we get credit for the views. Do you do that? I hope so.
All I know how to
I'm thinking about making like a bunch of different email addresses, making new YouTube accounts with all of them, and then just putting them on repeat.
YouTube's the only
Man,
one
that's
that I
crazy.
do.
They went from 3.3 thousand views and 700 watch hours from this episode. Next episode, they have 40,000 watch hours and 100,000 views.
That is wild.
You know what I mean? Just have every device I got just cranking videos over and over.
I've got some money I've saved up. And I'm gonna go buy some new phones and have a different phone number so I can.
Just every single one.
Is that what you were going to say a while ago when you interrupted Chris?
No, I think he was going to say something else. Your turn, Brian.
I bet he forgot.
Yeah, because it was a serious thought, and I don't have them too often.
You
That's
gonna
all
ask
you
us
said
some
too. Was
questions?
this a serious question?
I got excited because I don't usually have serious thoughts.
Okay.
Oh no! You said you don't go back and watch. Are you critical of yourself?
To a degree, I still don't like the way I sound, and
I didn't want to say anything about that.
like I'll notice,
I'm just glad
and
you
I
folks.
guess y'all make fun of me about it at work all the time about me mumbling and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
and I
for
don't really think about it until I listen to myself on here, and I'll notice like and I'll be like,
Shit
dang,
gets
I need to
old,
learn
too.
how to enunciate because this is horrible. And I do that. So, I don't really like the way I talk or sound, when I'm on the camera. So I don't really know why I do it. It's not necessarily because I think it's all good stuff, and I'm not. It's not something that I would, I suggest people watch it. And like, if I
Yeah.
just didn't want to watch, if I didn't enjoy it,
Yeah.
it would be weird for me to be like, hey, go watch my crap
Sure.
that I did,
Yeah.
that we did this week. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not really sure why.
Thank you.
I don't. I definitely, like I said, I at least play it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, like I said, if I'm at work or something, I might put it on my phone and put it off to the side and just send emails and that kind of stuff or catch up on paperwork.
Yeah.
And just kind of have it going in the background. But I definitely don't dedicate time to sit in front of a computer and watch it every week. Maybe I need to. Because I'm definitely always looking for new things to do.
Yeah.
As far as like editing, we started adding in the starring Brian, Derek, and Chris at the beginning.
I like that.
This
addition.
last time, the one that came out today, I added at the very end of the video, there's our logo that you can click on to subscribe. And there's also a suggested video, another one of our videos that it pops up in the link. So the links for both of those are right there at the end page. So I'm always trying to like think of different stuff to different ways to make thumbnail images and stuff like that. But I don't know. I need to like watch it to see if there's anything. Obviously, we changed the studio up a little bit. There's always stuff to do to kind of keep it fresh. Maybe I'll take some more time to start watching them. Why don't you watch it, Derek?
I do watch it. I watch it every week.
Oh.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
Well, what are your opinions? What are your thoughts? What do you think we should do?
I like to have my AirPods in whenever I'm watching it, just so I can get the full effect.
So we should add AirPods to the episode?
No. I'm just saying that I have them in so I can hear it better. Yeah. whenever I'm doing chores and stuff around the house after work. Yeah, I always watch them though.
I just want to stare at them.
And how do you?
That's what you were doing yesterday.
You weren't staring at us. You were looking through us.
I was trying to see what was behind that wall.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't recognize the issue at hand. But
like I said, that way where I kind of just like, and like I said, I'm definitely conscious as far as, like I knew when we got done, like I knew I got up and I knew I got on my bike, you know what I mean? And I was going back home. Like I know stuff, and it's not like I'm just completely blacked out.
Right.
It's just not everything is like firing on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like a way? Is it kind of like coming in waves, kind of? Because you were
really. It's like I understand 70% of everything that's happening. But like nothing's really clicking. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So like
when
we're having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? I might be kind of zoning out for a few minutes of the conversation, not to where I'm not here. And like I said, that's why it wasn't that bad. Like, you know, on the bike. Cause like I said, I remember like every bit of it. You know, I remember being on the bike, going the way I was going. You know what I'm saying? But like there'd be times where I'm just kind of like, something feels weird, you know, and I can't seem to figure at the moment. I can't figure out what it is that feels weird. I just know something's not quite right, and I'm just not sure what. And then by the time it clicks, it's like my blood sugar or something like that.
And so I'm being serious when I ask you this. So should it be something that you every day you drink a 8-ounce glass of orange juice or whatever to so that don't happen? And I'm being serious. We don't do that very much on the show.
And I agree. I mean, everybody, you know, if you are diabetic, you know, it's something you need to keep an eye on. I think that what it is I didn't eat anything all day, and I need to, especially if I get up in the morning and take my insulin. You know, usually I'll go to church, and there's always like coffee and juice and snacks and stuff at church. Mm-hmm. And you know, usually like I'll grab a pack of crackers and a cup of coffee, or you know, a donut and a cup, something like that at church, and I didn't. And I should have at least, like a pack of crackers will tide me over for a good little while. You know,
you got to think. Brian's alarm went off during the show. That was at 3:00. Mm-hmm. So you hadn't eaten anything all day. I hadn't eaten anything
all day, and I took my insulin that morning. Yeah.
So
yeah. So and it doesn't have to be much. It's just got to be enough carbs to kind of snap me out of it. And like I said, for those times when it gets like that, I think the one time it happened at work, I did eat something. But like yesterday, I didn't even eat anything. You know, I was on the way home when I was just like, okay, that's what it is. You know, I need to eat. My sugar's low. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I don't want to worry too many people. Like I said, it wasn't anything where I was unsafe.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just kind of maybe I'm just like clicking at like 75%.
A little foggy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're like not everything. And I guess being on a motorcycle, you need to be at 100%. But
yeah, please.
I ride in the dark with the tinted visor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't see, but
I can't see squat in here.
So you know,
can't ride in this thing.
I definitely don't do that. But yeah, no, we're better today.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you are too.
And I think I've got a pack of crackers in my book bag too. I usually try to carry something with me.
It
was so dang hot yesterday that I hate putting a lot of food on my stomach when it's real hot, especially if I got to go get on the bike and be out in the heat, you know, that kind of stuff. Of course, I say that, and then I, you know, complain about how hot it was, and I went home, ate 2 packs of crackers, and tried to play 18 holes of golf, which it was hot. God, it was so hot yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think I told you. I worked in the yard Saturday. Brian cut grass, and I did some stuff, cut some stuff, and several times, it was probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock, I bent down to pick up some of my clippings and drag, limbs to the street. I got lightheaded twice. I don't think I'm saying anything that anybody out there doesn't already know, that you need to stay hydrated and take breaks and rests and all that stuff, and sit in the shade and all that kind of. I had to stop twice on Saturday when I was out there.
Twice?
Twice.
Yeah. When I was in the yard working. Because the heat was just getting to me.
Yeah.
I ain't as young as I used to be.
Yeah, I went out. Because I got home and Shelly didn't have to use the car to go to work. And so I got home on the bike, parked the bike, ate a couple packs of crackers, went from the house to the car, cut the AC on, And then, like, got out to the golf course, got out, went directly inside the pro shop to pay my greens fees and everything. Got to about the time I got the cart to the car, it was, like, thick, like, hurting my lungs trying to breathe this humid, hot air. And I was just like, this was a bad idea.
That's tough, boy.
This was a bad idea. And then I played 9 holes before I quit. Because I'm not real smart. I'm very educated, but I'm not real smart.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah. Neither one of you are.
That's fair. That's fair.
Neither one of who?
You and him, but both of yous. You twos.
Derek, is this the tree that you were telling me about last week?
That's it. Yeah.
Derek, this is a hefty tree. You got somebody come out here and look at this for you?
I got a guy that I saw, Lawrence County Info. He does tree work, all kinds of mechanic work, all kinds of different stuff.
From Lawrence County Info?
Yeah. I think this is him right here.
Hey, boys.
Hey,
You boys called me about the tree.
that's it right here.
Hey, are you insured?
I got liability on it, yeah.
Hey, not on the truck. Hey, are you bonded?
Actually got bonded out about 2 weeks ago, man, but I think they're gonna drop them charges. We ain't gonna have to worry about them.
Oh, now.
It's not the bond. It's something serious. I got a bad feeling.
One of y'all help me with this ladder? I don't know how to open it. If you don't mind.
Now,
Are any kids in that house?
Why?
Because when this guy goes down, I don't know. We want to get these neighbors aware of what I'm doing. Because when this guy goes, I don't know where it's going. Matter of fact, this street right here, we probably gonna need to shut it down for about the rest of the day.
You don't know where it's going? Derek, I don't know.
hey, hey, if you will, I think we're gonna hold off.
You sure?
You're the first quote I've got.
Hey, man, suit yourself, man. You know.
Hey, I got your number. If we decide to go, we decide to get you, we'll get back in touch
Suit
with you.
yourself, man. Okay. I do mechanic work on the side. If I can help you with any of your trucks or cars, call me.
All right, we'll definitely do that.
Come on, Derek. I got somebody we can call.
Dude, that was ridiculous.
Don't get fooled by just anybody from Lawrence County Info or Facebook Marketplace. Make sure you go with somebody trusted like Buckeye Preferred Services. Tree work and removal, over 25 years experience, insured. They are cutting out your problems. You can reach them at 478-484-2178 or 478-278-5574. Buckeye Preferred Services. And as we said last week, we are in the process of selling white and getting an order ready for black t-shirts. The t-shirts are $20 a piece. We do have some white ones left over and are about to make an order for some black ones. If you're interested in getting in line to get one of those t-shirts, you can contact us at coffeeandcatchuppc at gmail.com. Also, if you enjoyed the commercial we did today, and or looking for any sort of advertising opportunities, you can reach out to us again at coffeeandcatchuppc at gmail.com. Now, back to the podcast.
So did you like the little cardboard house that Brian made outside?
House?
Listen.
That's a mansion.
Listen.
Did you
No.
I thought
I legitimately yesterday when he was just like, "Have you seen the mansion I built for the outdoor cat and the babies or whatever, kittens?" I was just like, "No," and he was like, "Well, let's look at it." And I said, "Okay." So he opens up the door and like I'm looking to the cardboard box where they already live, you know, cat and kittens and all that kind of stuff.
The ghetto.
Whatever. And like I legitimately thought the cardboard that he had built was just a pile of trash.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
It was just stacked up out in the
He's
garage,
got
just like
cutouts and everything.
oh my god, it's got like an awning going from building to building.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a
got
covered
windows.
awning.
Yeah.
And I tell you what,
Are
that
you
was
getting high again? Because that looks like something I would get high on meth and do.
It would
know
have
what I mean?
looked a lot. It probably would have been 2-story if I was still getting high, buddy.
He'd still be out there making it
Still be
now.
out
You know
there-
what I'm saying?
Still be out there
That
trimming
sucker-
it.
Listen, he'd be out there painting it and everything.
Dang, I swear to God, I would have.
Now, Derek, this is going to be a model,
Oh,
right? I'm going to go get the materials
God.
after this from Home Depot, and we're going to build it up right for them. You know what I mean? We might even get a bedroom in their house.
And
Mansion.
then I'd get sidetracked and take apart that dryer that's sitting out there beside.
Yeah. Might as well fix it. I think they're going to need something to dry their clothes in, their blankets in. Might as well fix
That's
that dryer
right.
while we out here.
Project starters, not project
No,
finishers.
no.
Derek wanted to get them a new home, so he asked me if I would get them a box, and so I got them 3
So for those that don't
Well,
know,
they have a box, though.
for those that don't know, so
checkers.
Every time he
No,
says
I
that,
got-
as far as goes.
and that's what I think about too. But so if people don't understand what we're talking about, so there was a cat that would come up, I don't know, back in March, and
About the time the raccoons did.
yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
close,
yeah.
exactly right, actually. And anyway, she ended up.
Teamed up.
I didn't know it was a female to begin with. She wouldn't get anywhere near me, and then I wasn't gonna try to take one in because I don't need another mouth to feed. And
No, not
And
after last week. We talked about cat food for 45 minutes on this thing.
so anyway, I was like, well, then
Buying 72 cans at a time.
She suckered me in. Her paw was hurt. Well, I tried to find somebody to take her back then through Facebook. And anyway, I couldn't help it. Then I was like, well, she's hurt now, so she ain't gonna be able to hunt like she should be able to. So she's gonna get hungry. So I started feeding her. That was the mistake. And then she went in the heat one time, and I was like, well, we're gonna have kittens in 60 days, whatever it was. We didn't have kittens, so I was like, okay, good. Then she went in heat again. I was like, all right, maybe she can't have kittens, so she won't have to get fixed. Anyway, wasn't long after that when I started thinking that, I said, does Tuffy look a little bit plump to you? And Brian was like, yeah. He said, I think she's pregnant. I said, I do too. So anyway, long story short, she had kittens 2 weeks ago, Friday. So this Friday will be 3 weeks. Anyway, and you ain't supposed to handle them, what I read. You ain't supposed to handle them for 2 weeks. So Sydney gets out there the other day, and she starts looking at them, because you can touch them now. It's been 2 weeks. And one of the poor little things ain't got but 3 legs. Missing, I think it's the front left. And that's the one that was having a hard time to get up there and nurse. It was kicking with its back feet, but it was having a hard time to get up there and nurse. Anyway.
Doing a dang circle.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, don't talk about them things in a bad way, Brian. Neither one of you better now. We have to cut the camera. We have to cut the camera. I'm an animal lover.
Brian, I am just cooking up jokes right now.
Oh, I know he is.
Don't.
Brother, I am just cooking up.
I'd rather fight a polar bear or a grizzly bear than that boy over there.
Bro,
telling you, I
I'm
grew
sitting
up
on
with him.
gold right
I,
now.
and I am
All
too.
right.
So anyway,
Take the high road.
I know that I called the vet today. I'm fishing to wrap this one up, y'all. Bear with me just a minute. I called the vet today. They get their first round of shots at 6 weeks, so I've still got 4 more weeks, and they're gonna start roaming. And I don't have a big area to keep them, closed up in.
What
so
do you do now?
it'll be since Brian built the mansion. So anyway, I got to figure all that out. And like I told Sydney, we'll take it one day at a time and figure it out as we go. So anyway, that's it.
That's all we
So if
can do.
anybody needs any kittens,
That's what that was going to be my next thing.
I'll
Is
be ready
once
to
they
turn
get
some loose,
shot
yes.
up and stuff like that,
Yes,
how much are they going for?
free.
No, we're gonna edit that out. How much can you sell kittens for?
0. They're everywhere.
Yeah, but
but how much?
not these kids.
That's true. So and I got to get
So
tough.
they're gonna be like $10 a piece.
She told
Well,
me
that one be $7.50.
So the girl, when I called her today, that was wrong, man.
I think it was a back leg.
It was the front.
Are you sure? I thought it was a back. I thought that the kitten had 2 good front legs. 'Cause I was saying,
Stop talking about the kid now. I'm telling you.
Get you one in. Get you one in.
She gonna be hell in the wheelbarrow race.
That one's gonna be yours. You're gonna keep her.
I think it's
you got
got
to keep her.
character. I think that's cool. Yeah.
So Tuffy's got to get fixed because I asked the girl. I said, "How quickly can she get
my
pregnant
wife's gonna be
again?"
pissed.
And
I
she
got a
said,
question.
She said, "Real quick."
I got a question.
Once they have the first litter.
Not about kittens. What's Georgia gonna do this year?
Okay, good.
They're going 3-peat.
Because it's got 3 legs. You get it? Because the kid's got 3 legs. Oh man.
Y'all better change the subject.
Listen.
Talking about my cats and my kittens.
Listen,
I will take
we're gonna
Texas.
have to edit this whole portion out about free kittens because my wife will come over here and get that 3-legged kitten.
Yes, you
Oh,
will.
and
That'd
then
be fine. That'd
that
be
3-legged kitten
taking
would
my
then
kitten.
go home and dominate and beat up
Yes.
on my 160 pounds of pit bull I've got in my house.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, dude.
Oh, I've got a 100-pound pit bull, a 60-pound pit bull, and that cat would go over there and tell them what to do. No question.
no lie.
They are not about that life.
Soft.
The 100-pound one, the 100 is huge, and he is not about it. He's the
His
biggest
head-
wuss.
His head's like that, bro.
Oh yeah, he looks so intimidating, and he is such
He's a baby.
wuss.
Really?
Big
Yeah,
baby.
ladies at least kind of defensive, you know. When she's loud, she can be like a little, who are you? No, but he's so stupid. But no, my wife, she's so bad when it comes to animals and stuff like that. Want to rescue them and all that kind of junk.
Tell her I can go.
Well,
I know where they're for.
Listen, we'll be riding around and she'll see this dog on the side of the road and she'll be like, "Oh my God, it's a stray. We need to save the dog." And I'm like, "Shelly, it's attached to a leash, which is in its owner's hand."
Got a collar on.
You know what I'm
Shelly.
saying? The owner is walking it right now. I bet the dog don't even need to be walked. It needs to be inside of the AC. They don't treat it right. Yeah,
I
she's
like
a
your wife.
psycho.
I hadn't met her yet, but I like her.
She's a psycho. She's all about some helping out some animals.
Derek, check this out. Speaking of the mansion that I built, showing my skills.
Should that be the thumbnail for this episode?
That's
I
it.
think so,
for
yeah.
sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
If
you can't go up there and like, let me freshen it up real quick.
can't.
I'm just gonna take a picture on the way
I don't
out.
think
It
you're
don't
gonna be able to
get-
get
it
it
don't
all
get
in the
much
camera.
better.
You won't be able to get it all in the picture.
You have to back out
Yes,
to the
I
neighbor's
will.
yard.
I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it all in the
Back out to the neighbor's yard. True story. I've not said this to you because I wanted to get your real in-time reaction. Chris knows this, and he can verify that this is true. I got a message on Messenger earlier today.
Do you know the person?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I know him, and he has his own home repair handyman service. He legitimately messaged me and said, "Hey man, if you get any work you can't do, send it my way."
No, that is actually like dead serious.
Swear.
Yeah.
dude.
Did you tell him all of it?
No. I told.
What did you say?
I'm leaving him hanging for a little while.
I'm just mad that he obviously doesn't watch the podcast and understand that it's a joke. So I'd start sending him fake work. You know,
I'm gonna give him Derek's number when I'm home.
finish strong now. Come on, you can get there.
I'm
We were
gonna
so
let him
close.
call him. Harold. Hey Harold, I got a buddy said you wanted a room built on the house. And then I'm gonna send him to your house. I
This
live
ain't
in
funny no more.
Be careful of my
It
pants.
got less funny. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit less funny.
Did
at the
somebody
end there.
really
No,
said
somebody
that?
legitimately, like a local home improvement guy, legit hit him up like, "Hey man, work slow. Do you got
Tell-
anything you can't handle? Like,
tell
can you throw me
him.
some work?
Tell him to come.
Tell him you got him."
Tell him. That
Listen, he
it's
showed up to
all
my house and see
jokes.
me out there. He's gonna keep riding. He ain't finna do no.
Tell
He was like, "Shit,
tell
I
him.
know Chris ain't got no money."
Those are all jokes. I really don't do anything.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
no, because I'll see him soon.
On the job site.
He better
Apparently not.
Hey, he better not come to my
Apparently
job
not.
site
He
trying
ain't got
to-
no work. He ain't finna be doing too much
he
work on
better
the
not
job
come to
site.
My job site trying to poach my customers.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
What are you listening to nowadays, Chris?
You know me. I'm definitely kind of the stuff I grew up with, and then newer metal.
Okay.
I'm on a real big Bring Me the Horizon kick right now.
Okay.
I love Bring Me the Horizon, From Ashes to New, After the Burial, and then like the classics from when I grew up: Linkin Park, Slipknot, Korn, System of a Down, Disturbed. I also like to get into like 90s, 2000s hip hop as well. Pretty much everything except for country. And I do listen to a few country songs, like sometimes. Yeah, about Georgia pines and all that. Like what is it? What's the lady, Megan Maroney?
Yeah.
They got the Tennessee Orange. Have you heard that song? It's just a very well written song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It is. It's a good song.
Mm-hmm. She's good.
That's probably my favorite country song.
Have you heard that
right now.
one that's exploded right now?
I've never heard of a song called Exploded.
It is exploding. That Oliver.
Oh, it
guy.
is exploding?
Yeah.
Oliver something
Men
does it.
north
It is
of-
exploding.
Oliver North? No, Derek, not Oliver North.
Oliver exploding.
I think that was a different explosion.
His name is Oliver, right?
His name is Oliver Wright.
I sent you the video.
You
Remember?
did, you did, and you sent it to me, and then
I'm so confused.
and then someone
His
else.
name is Oliver something, and the song is Men North of.
Exploding.
What's it called?
Are you trying to tell us what it is and also ask us what it is at the same
Well,
time?
Brian's got his phone right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it because I don't want this.
I'm in your phone as Chris Russ.
Yeah, what do you want to be in there as?
I don't know. My wife took
Oliver
it.
Anthony, Rich Men North of Richmond.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
a mouthful.
it is.
Was that a dude in the woods with a banjo?
Yeah.
I am not gonna like that.
No, you would
I
love
am
it.
not
No,
gonna
it's
like
not,
Don't.
It's not a banjo.
It's
Don't-
not a banjo
No.
because it looks
Say
like a banjo
It's a
from here.
It's a
Stand-up steel guitar.
That's right.
He's
SSG.
You need to close your eyes and hit play then, because I promise you, if you listen to the words, you're going. I'll leave it at that.
It's good, man. He's good. He's really he's on the scene right now.
y'all want
the
to
real deal.
for real curveball? We were talking
He's
about
not
music for
number
a
one.
second.
He's not number one. He's
I'll give him a
number
listen. I'll give him a listen.
He's number one. He is
You
number
know,
one.
two. No, Zach's number one.
I'm
On
usually
Apple downloads. It is.
I will usually give something a listen if it's suggested to me.
Very good.
Could either of y'all pick out a favorite band if you had to?
Band or artist? Can it be an artist?
That's fine. Artist is all right.
Can that? Okay, here's a serious question though. You asked me my favorite actor. I'm going to give you the same answer that I gave you in 2010, and possibly even before.
You don't think that's ever going to change?
I truly don't think, as far as
That's
my
a tough one to
favorite,
change.
my favorite actor, because
fair.
it is
It's a good one.
Denzel will
It's a good one.
never be
It's a good one.
dethroned
Okay.
in my mind.
That's
It's a
right.
good one.
But as far as bands and musicians go, I'm always, changing
Right.
for my number one
fair.
spot. So right now, you already know this. Right now, my number one, hands down, Zach Bryan.
Okay. It's fair.
I don't know if I'd call it fair, but
I mean, that's the thing. I really like his stuff too, but I'm very I'm still very fond of Waylon stuff, Waylon Jennings. And which I like. There's rock stuff that I like, or hard rock, whatever, heavy metal, whatever you want to call it. I like that stuff too. There's some of that. I can't tell you one off the top of my head that's my favorite, but I'm really into Zach Bryan right now, and then also the Waylon.
Yeah, Waylon. Well, Waylon's, yeah. I guess right now in the moment, though, who's yours right now at the moment?
it's probably not even at the moment, because I'd answer this question like
Corn.
my dad describes tacos.
Corn.
No, of all time, it's probably Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
Because I can always listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Really?
I probably know most of their stuff, most words to most of their stuff. I love that style of music. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'd have never guessed that.
I love
No,
kind of
never,
jazzy and stuff like that.
never.
I grew up playing in the band and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
love, they have a full band. It's one thing to sit in a studio, and I definitely am not trying to say that people who record music in a studio are not talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as time has shifted to get away from like the band,
Yeah.
you know, man, and all that kind of stuff, like that's why I like a lot of metal bands, is because they still, you got a drummer, percussionist,
Yeah.
lead guitars, backup guitars, bass,
Instruments,
you
if
know,
you will.
they're still creating the music
Yeah.
with people, and I love that.
That's true.
And
Celebration was my favorite song by them.
listen,
That was the Gap band.
oh my gosh,
It was cool in the game.
I know. I was testing you.
but
Was there just 3 of them though?
Cool in the game.
No.
on Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Yeah.
no,
Who got left out?
Oh my God! I just caught what you were trying to do.
I
I'm still trying to
got it
talk serious
before
about
you.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, and he's over
I
there
got it
like,
before you. You
no,
got
but like
that.
so, and I use it, and I think about that. Like I never don't want to hear Earth, Wind, and Fire. It may not be what I choose to put on.
Can you tell me your favorite song by Earth, Wind, and Fire? Because I'm trying to think what I know I
dropped the
listen
bo-
to them.
You dropped the bomb on me.
No, that's
that's
Band.
that's a much tougher question.
Tell me one of their songs so that I may remember.
September.
I couldn't name one right now.
September's very good. I'm
See, I
sure
couldn't
you've heard
either.
it.
I know, I'm sure I
you've
have
heard
too.
September.
Probably. Let me try to roll it.
Oh God,
We're still
might be having
recording.
to end it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that pillow back where it goes now. But no, like I can always listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I wish there was one I could remember. I don't remember one. I don't remember September.
Whoa, something you remember. Whoa, dancing in September. Whoa,
I don't remember that.
never was a cloudy day.
Earth, Wind, right.
That's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Hey, I've got
They're fantastic. They're so
a
good.
great story about another band from that time,
Okay.
the Commodores.
Hey, that's some of my dad's stuff right there.
Okay.
Put me on Drifters, Commodores, that Myrtle Beach, Carolinas beach music.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% positive about this, but I'm not mistaken. They're from Nashville.
I am not sure.
I'm pretty sure they're from Nashville.
They're definitely a southern.
Vanderbilt, around that area. Okay, so
Who is it you're talking about again? I was looking at Earth, Wind, and
Commodores.
Fire.
the Commodores.
Okay, carry on.
Back when they were just getting on the scene, I'm talking about like, this is a true story, right when they had just started to come out, there was a young car salesman who had just started selling cars, and the band pulled up in like a beater, all four of them, because I'm not mistaken, there was four of them, and they got out and started walking on the lot, and I think it was a high dollar, car lot, dealership, BMW, whatever it was. I don't remember that part of it. Mercedes, whatever. No, it was Jaguar. And so they get out, and none of the men that had been selling cars there for a while that were experienced wanted to go out and wait on them because of the way they were dressed. And they sent out the new kid. And they thought they were just tire kickers. They were like, go out there and wait on them guys, man. And they were like laughing. He went there and sold them 4 Jaguars.
Serious story?
True story.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard that as I was being trained in sales for Verizon Wireless in Nashville. And my instructor, she told that story, and I've never forgotten it. And she was using that as to say, don't ever judge a book by its cover, you know? You go out there and you do your job. So, it's my one serious thing of the day.
We're 1 out of 11 episodes, I think.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what that is percentage wise?
Yeah. What was the group you were talking about? I still got Earth, Wind, and Fire on my mind.
Yeah, it's good. Fantasy, September. Good stuff.
Yeah,
The
that's
Commodores.
Boogie Wonderland. Is Let's Groove? Is that Let's Groove
Tonight.
Okay,
that's
the one
them? I know that. Well, the boss is right.
Yeah.
That's them.
So, was that for that show with Bob Barker?
Yeah, they
It's
just
the
for
price
the
is
show.
right.
Yeah.
Let's groove tonight. Go ahead and spin that wheel.
I know some of this stuff.
Yeah. You've definitely heard them before.
Oh yeah, dude.
I know
It's
I
just
have. A lot of
great
times I
music
just don't
that
remember the
I'm
artist.
never not in the mood for.
That's
I
nice.
could always listen to them.
That is a surprising answer.
Yeah, really.
I come from my mom, music major in college, taught piano, plays the flute, plays guitar, very musically oriented. So I have a lot of a very little classical knowledge, but a little bit of classical music knowledge, and I've been exposed to all kinds of genres over my lifetime.
I thought
Hey,
you were
this is
gonna
what we're
say-
gonna do.
I thought he was going to say Ozzy Osbourne.
Ugh.
Where did you get that from?
Stop.
What were you going to
The
say?
No More Tears thing.
No more. You're,
Yeah.
this
War
is what,
Pigs is a
this,
better song.
this is what we're gonna do. without both of your permissions. I'm going out there. And the comments.
All right. Well, let's see like it about it.
In the comments, put your favorite band or artist. You comment your favorite band or artist, and we're going to take everyone that submits an answer, and we're going to put that name in a drawing, and we're going to draw out a winner.
Okay. What are they winning? You don't tell us yet. We're gonna draw a winner.
Yeah, we're drawing a winner.
All right.
Of a brand new gift card of your choice. $25.
He's on his own.
You can.
I'm not even running the drawing.
I work three jobs.
Yeah, I'm not even running the drawing. We're gonna have like the first video that's ever gonna have like 1,000 comments on it, and he's gonna be stuck in here because I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean?
I stand by my word.
I don't know how to do it with the computer, so now he's gonna be stuck in here just like right now.
He's gonna do.
All right,
this-
Big Country 64-3.
No, all he's got to do is sit there and sit there and put the. Yeah, I don't know how he's.
This is what we're gonna do. You put a comment down there, and you put a comment of
Black Sabbath.
Brian Thomas, Black Sabbath. I'm going to take a piece of paper and Brian Thomas, Black Sabbath.
Right. Yeah,
and then we're going to go live and have a drawing.
He just keeps adding to it. Now we're going live?
He's figuring this out as he goes.
I stand behind what I'm saying.
Hey, our first ever.
It's going to be a giveaway.
Our first ever giveaway brought to you by 1/3 of Coffee and Ketchup.
A $25 gift card
certificate of your choice.
A restaurant of your choice.
You know what? I mean, you can't except for Checkers.
Not Checkers,
obviously,
unless you don't live in Dublin, and then we
you
can.
know?
Or a T-shirt, or a white T-shirt that we have in stock. If you're not a small or a medium.
I mean, you know,
your choice. $25 gift card
go with the
or a
certificate.
T-shirt.
But I already have a T-shirt.
You're gonna edit this, not right? Don't edit this.
No, we'll leave it. No, you've committed to it. I like it.
I'm in, bro. I'm in.
Like I said, first ever giveaway brought to you by 1/3 of Coffee and Ketchup. But since Brian did bring up the live, I want to remind everybody that September is Recovery Month. Brian and I are both in recovery, and both of our family members, all of our family members have obviously been impacted by our recovery.
That's right.
So in honor of that, in honor of September being Recovery Month, we're putting on a live event for some of the recovery events that are going to be going on here in Lawrence County. And some things to look out for. We're having on a special guest who's kind of in charge of all that. She's going to come on and give us a rundown. But it's going to be a live episode that we're going to do August 30th, the last Wednesday of the month. And it will start at 6:30. And we'll have a couple other guests on that are in recovery. It's just going to be a real fun time. We're going to give it a shot. You know, I think my terrible laptop will be able to run a live for a little while, and we'll just see what happens, you know. So you'll be able to come in and leave comments and kind of interact with us a little bit then, and it's going to be a good time. And you'll get to learn a lot about how recovery helps people out and the different ways you can kind of get involved with it in this area. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Mark your calendars. You're not going to want to miss that. As we said in the ad break, again, a big thank you to Buckeye Preferred Services.
Appreciate you guys
for everything that they've done to help us get started.
Oh, for sure.
And they continue to help us. You know, definitely reach out to them. You're not going to find a better local tree service. They've been doing it for a long time. They're definitely worth reaching out to. Definitely look them up on their Facebook page. It's going to be linked down in the description. If you are interested in getting any of these T-shirts that we have left, or if you are interested in getting some advertising space, much like Buckeye Preferred Services has, or if you would like to let us know as we get closer and closer to ordering T-shirts, the black T-shirts, if you want to get in line for one of those before they go, Dev, you can reach out to us on our email, coffeeandcatchuppc@gmail.com, and somebody's always monitoring that, and we'll be able to reach back out to you with any kind of questions that you have, and we'll be sure to get you an answer. And so definitely reach us out on there. If you haven't already, Be sure to subscribe. I believe it's in the bottom left of your computer screen right now. Be sure to subscribe. As Brian said, you're not going to want to miss out from leaving a comment on this video.
That's right.
Get entered to win the drawing that we're going to do whenever. I don't
Live.
know. Anyways, I guess live on August 30th.
One other thing too, if anybody wants a kitten too, they can.
If
they
you
can post
interrupt
down
me,
there too.
if you interrupt my clothes again,
I'm just saying, I got 4 and
I will low sugar stare at you for the rest of the day.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
So, anyways, yeah, you got a whole nother month to figure out what you're gonna do with these kittens, but we'll have kittens for sale or free or something eventually. I don't know. But if you haven't already, like I said, be sure to subscribe, like the video. At the end of this video, there should be a recommended video. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Thank you for all the ones who are returning subscribers and watch all of our content. It's been a lot of fun being able to do this, and we can only do it because y'all continue to support. So thank you all for that. If there's no other kitten-related questions or comments, then we're going to go ahead and just sign off.
Sign it.
All right. Hey, y'all have a good week, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.